And on that demented note, I'd like to welcome you back to another pointless internet series. This is the garbage side series that I do on this equally garbage channel, and in this side series I talk about, say, 3 or 4 smaller topics that have annoyed me, rather than one big video encompassing topic. To start today's episode off, I'd like to give you some very, very pointless news. I am now the proud owner of a plant. I got gifted this by a good friend of mine. You know who you are. Thank you. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Parenthood has suddenly been thrust upon me. I am now a plant dad. I, Mother Moocake, am a plant dad. And I'm very grateful for it, don't get me wrong. And I do actually quite like it. When it blooms, it's apparently going to look lovely. But at the same time, I do suddenly have responsibility now. I have responsibility. And I'm not sure I like it. That's a reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. So this is where Fred is going to be living. He's just, you know, here in the corner of my desk. It's quite a well-lit area. There's my lamp there as well, so he'll get extra light at night. I obviously water him because I'm a loving parent. Some of you might be wondering why there's a box on my desk. My laptop is usually here. I've moved it over there for a second. Because this is the prop I put my camera on when I'm making videos. I just put a box on my desk and then put the camera tripod on top of that. Because the Moocake show is one of the worst shows on the internet and has the budget of basically whatever change I find in my jeans. Seeing as we're in camera holding mode, I'll give you all a bit of a sneak preview of what's coming up. So there's some YouTube ideas there. Look, there's the topics for today's video. And I think that's the perfect note to get started on, don't you, boys and girls?
My fellow Americans.
Yeah. So the latest in recent internet bullshit news then. Logan Paul wants to run for president, apparently. I know, it just gets worse every day, doesn't it? This info comes from my Twitter feed, which, much like my YouTube recommended, has been completely fucked thanks to years of looking at degenerate content. I've deliberately destroyed my YouTube and Twitter recommended feeds at this point, because it will just bring me more garbage content to talk about in these videos. It's a very twisted downward spiral, to be honest. I worry for my mental health. Anyway, now that you're aware that my Twitter feed is a genuine hellhole, it probably won't surprise you to learn that my information comes from a Daily Mail article. Just a tweet from the Daily Mail sharing their own article. I don't like the Daily Mail. Anyone who lives in the UK or is remotely familiar with papers like The Sun or The Star or the Daily Mail, you'll know why. You've got broadsheet newspapers, right? They're the kind of larger newspapers, say A3 in size. They're also the ones that are generally more professional. Think like The Times, newspapers like that. You've then got tabloid newspapers. These newspapers are slightly smaller than the broadsheet ones, and are generally much less professional as well. These are the papers that will use impact font on their front page as their headline. These are the papers that think things like a celebrity getting a boob job or a reality TV star tweeting something controversial is front page news. It's basically the newspaper equivalent of a YouTube clickbait video. Anyway, tangent over, I promise. The point is, you're all aware of these types of shitty newspapers. The Daily Mail just so happens to be one that's mainly based in the UK. And they, because they've apparently got fucking nothing else to talk about in the world, decided to do an article on how Logan Paul wants to run for president in 2032. Fucking kill me. Logan Paul has doubled down on his plan to become US president and wants to make his brother Jake the Secretary of Defense. Fuck me. What a nightmare that would be. Jake Paul's made several diss tracks about how he hates school and teachers and thinks they're for losers. So the education system is probably going to be fucked. More fucked than it is anyway. Logan Paul would probably get into a fight with another powerful world leader and start a vlog series about it, and then that would probably lead to World War III, and then we'd all die in an atomic wasteland. Speaking at the Future of Everything Festival, whatever the fuck that is, with the Wall Street Journal, Paul said, I, Logan Paul, will be running for president in 2032. The article does also mention an old episode of Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive. I believe it's April 2020, and basically he mentions in this podcast that he would like to run for president one day. However, the article says that he would wait until he was 50 because he would have more intelligence and wisdom at that age. Logan, I don't think it matters how fucking old you are, you will never possess those two qualities. To be honest, based on how much bullshit Logan Paul says, this episode of Impulsive where he says he's going to run for president, that doesn't strike me as anything significant. The dude pretended to be a flat earther for a while once, just to get some fucking internet attention. Do you really think he means anything he says? So to be honest, if the only evidence we have to go on is a segment from his shitty podcast and a clip from some fucking conference he was talking at, I don't think there's much weight to that. I doubt very much that Logan Paul will actually run for president, but even if he does, there's no way in fucking hell he's ever going to get it. Not because he's a YouTuber, not even because he's a moron, because of this.
I think there's someone hanging right there.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Monkey.
Up next, I'd like to share something with you. This is an ad that appeared on a YouTube video I was watching recently, and before we start, I know, YouTube ads aren't exactly renowned for being great. Most ads on YouTube are either cringe, corporate garbage, or just fucking weird, and nobody likes them. The fact that they're 15 seconds and unskippable, and the fact that you can sometimes now get 2 unskippable ads in a row before your video starts, it's fucking soul destroying, to be honest. And fuck knows this isn't the first time I've talked about shitty ads on Apis, but this one is something special. It's so shit that it's good, I think. I'm still genuinely not quite sure, but either way, I'm going to show you the ad now. I'm just going to play the whole thing in its entirety. I think it's only about 12 seconds long. So yeah, sit back, you're in for a wild ride.
Hey guys, it's me, Flying Gorilla, from my new app on the App Store, Flying Gorilla. It's a free download, so I hope you check it out, and I hope...
Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me that that was something else. Words can't describe that YouTube ad, to be perfectly honest. It's like a sensation. There's more to this than just another shitty ad promoting another shitty mobile game. The game looks like total ass, and the quality of the ad is also total ass, but it seems to be deliberate. Someone has taken the cursed, deep-fried, bass-boosted, weird side of the internet and used it to their advantage and moulded something that is so shit that it's the internet equivalent of a work of art. So naturally, this ad completely caught my interest. I abandoned the video I was watching and just immediately looked this thing up. And sure enough, the app exists. And you can bet your sweet ass that I downloaded it. Okay, so as you can see, if I've bothered to put my phone screen up on the video, which if I haven't, fucking hell, this is going to be a very awkward section. As you can see, anyway, I've installed the Flying Gorilla app onto my phone. Now, I've opened it literally just once to see if it works, and I'm pleased to say that it does. And even just the booting up and loading of this app is an experience in itself. I'd like to take you through that experience now. So you're first just greeted to a picture of the app, and then...
Flying Gorilla.
that. This is the game. I hope you don't mind if I fucking turn that down a bit. We'll leave it... You can just about hear that. That's fine. It's just infuriating, this fucking music, after a while. So if you go through the menu, you've got different monkeys, assumedly, that you can unlock. At the moment, we're just this Harambe-looking motherfucker. You've also got a shop where you can buy shit. You've got... Have you got a lottery thing? 5 gold for a try. Well, I've got gold. Yeah, let's have a go. Okay, so there's just a fucking gambling system on it, right? Let's just play the fucking game. Come on. Okay, here we go. Right. And I just immediately died. Epic May-Made violin music! Oh, for fuck's sake. I've got an ad. The fuck is this? The AI companion who cares? Do you really think I'm that fucking lonely? Fuck off. Right, let's try this again. Okay. So the controls are a bit clunky, but we did it. Level 1 complete. And we are 21% to getting some bananas. Hell yeah. Let's go again. Right, level 2, motherfuckers. This is quite mind-numbingly easy, actually. Okay, to be fair, it's still only level 2, and we're now 52% to getting some bananas. So, things are looking up. What the fuck is this? Why are they putting this in their official ads? I don't fucking understand. I fucking hate TikTok. Let's go back to the Gorilla game. That's more fun. The Gorilla game is a simpler world Oh, that was a bit technical. Okay, I think it's picking up a little bit, the difficulty. Right, here we go. I've got to watch a video for it though, do I? Oh, and it's the same fucking TikTok ads. Right, I got my reward anyway. I'm now 92% to getting some fucking bananas. I'm 100% to getting some bananas. What the fuck? I've got this build-up thing. Like, it shows it progressing. Oh, you're nearly there. And then you finally get to 100% and your reward is just another fucking ad. So now what? Oh, what the fuck? Banana Rush completed. Is that it? And then the next level is just... Oh yeah, just another fucking... Yeah, you know what? I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, like this was kind of funny, but it's gotten old very quickly. Much like most of internet humour these days. Yeah, you can go now. Thanks for that experience. That was lovely. I don't really know how to move on from that, so I'm just going to say... bananas.
Hello there.
And finally, for today's epic Apis installment, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series is just around the corner. For me, it's a few days until it comes out, but by the time you see this, it could already be out, to be honest. I am very, very excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Do you remember when Disney Plus first started, back in like 2019? And they were giving out the free-month trials to entice people to join. You know, here's a free month, and if you like the service, you can pay for the rest of the subscription. Well, I've been saving my free-month trial for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's still there. I haven't used it yet. I have been saving it solely for this show. And I cannot fucking wait to finally redeem it. I'm very excited about the show. But we're not here to talk about that today. I recently saw an ad for the Obi-Wan show that was just a bit... weird. To be honest, it's not even bad. Like, it's not like shit or abysmal or controversial or anything like that. It's actually a very high production fucking ad. It's just very weird, though, for some reason. So basically, the premise of this ad is R2-D2 and C-3PO, along with this little fucking midget droid, which we'll get back to, just wander off a set and meet a Volkswagen. So first off, for all you little game theorists out there, ooh, this could be implying that R2-D2 and C-3PO appear in the new upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm not a fucking review critic channel, so fuck off, I'm not doing that shit. I'm more concerned with the fact that they just wander off set. Imagine if you wake up and figure out that you're just a fucking character in a show, and that your life is written by people, and everything you've ever been through has been orchestrated for, like, you know, people's enjoyment and entertainment and comedy. All your successes, all your failures, all your heartbreaks, they're all just for shits and gigs. Isn't that what C-3PO and R2-D2 have just done? They've just walked out of their universe and gone, oh fuck, we don't exist.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about, R2. Look, it's smiling.
Anyway, the little droid that I mentioned, why the fuck is it so small? Star Wars is supposed to be a kind of clunky, dirty, steampunk kind of future. It's not like a pristine sci-fi sort of future where, you know, everything's white and prim and you've got touchscreens everywhere. What I'm saying is, the technology in Star Wars should just look big and clunky and kind of old and banged up. Like R2-D2 and C-3PO, for example. They're big and kind of clunky. But this thing's like the Star Wars equivalent of Apple AirPods. There's nothing wrong with the droid, to be fair. Like, I've just got to stick up my ass. But, you know, there we are. Anyway, the creme de la creme of this ad, it finishes off with someone getting into the Volkswagen, we don't know who it is yet, and the Volkswagen driving off. And then we're greeted to this lovely little frame, just a shot of Ewan McGregor fucking staring you down. You could put George Michael Careless Whispers over this and it'd be like a creepy love thriller. Again, I don't really have like a hatred for this frame or anything, like it's not horrific or bad or anything, it just makes me feel a bit weird. This whole ad does. So, I've rambled about it at the end of an Apis to get it off my chest. Thanks for the free therapy, I feel much better. Anyway, boys and girls, that about does it for today's video. I hope you had a most enjoyable experience with dear old Mother Moocake today. As I'm sure you've guessed from that quick shot I gave you of my YouTube ideas blackboard, I've got plenty of things in the pipeline. I'm hoping to have something big to you in the next few weeks if all goes to plan. I'm not going to say much about that yet, but you'll hear more about it soon. And until then, I'm hoping to have more just regular videos out. I haven't been uploading as much recently. I've just been busy with IRL shit. But hopefully a few short videos of this sort of length to tide you over until the big old announcement. Oh, also, just because some people are still asking and because it was up on the blackboard, I am still doing the Trisha Paytas video. Very early stages. It's a lot of fucking shit to trawl through, be patient with me. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Any support you can throw me is massively appreciated. And until next time, remember to be good and eat your greens and stay safe and look both ways when you cross the road and give me your fucking money. I don't know where that went. I'm sorry about that.